Hi everybody, welcome. How long, oh, anyway, I'm here now. Do you like my fake hoodie? It came in the post today. I only ordered it yesterday, but it came already. And I am nice and snugly and warm in here. No heating on, apart from this. And I got a specially designed product. It's made of metal, and it sort of opens like a suitcase, and then you can put up to 3 tea lights in there. I've only got one in there so far, and it's got a special metal plate, and it shuts, and it's very safe. Anyway, I'm going to be resting my feet on it. Yes, to keep my feet warm. It looks very cool. Well, it is very cool. I've just put my foot on there. Now, the person who gifted it to me did warn me to not put my bare feet on there, so I've got my nice thick socks that I knitted that have slightly felted. For those of you who knit socks, you know what I mean. You know when the wool's slightly felt? But actually it's great because when I put the socks on, they really fit nicely. So I am not too worried. It's not that cold, to be honest, Bev. I'm just, dressing up for you guys. Right, I'm sorry I'm late. I am going to do just one sheet today, but I've had this idea rattling around after I watched a video on YouTube. Just YouTube thought I wanted to see it, and I forgot to look it up as to where it was from. It's a lady who just makes cards. It's not a Stampin' Up demonstrator at all, but she did this really fabulous technique that I've been wanting to have a go at. So I'm kind of mixing her technique with a bit of Ruth, bit of Ruth stamping. So we're going to stamp a design across our page, and I'm thinking of using a little bit of, maybe a bit of Smoky Slate, maybe a bit of basic grey, and then we're going to put some embossing powder. Okay, but not how you've ever seen me use it before. I know, a new idea, a new idea. Right, let's make sure my camera is in the right place. So hello and welcome everybody who's joining in on the live, and those of you who are watching on the replay, thank you so much for coming. I have switched on a subscriber mode for this evening, so that means if you want to put a comment in the live, just subscribe please. You can always unsubscribe later if you don't want to follow me, that's absolutely fine. It's just that we had some bots last night and I just don't want to have to subject my admin to those. So hi Wendy, Valerie, Shaz, Elaine, Linda, Anne, Judy, Bev, Diane, Margaret, Mindy, Sheila, hello. Jodie, hello. Okay, let's get started. So to start off with, I've got the lovely Bouquet of Thanks here. And I wanted to stamp this in the background a little bit. Oh, what happened there? Just had a block fell down the back. Okay. Right, now this actually fits onto this size block. You don't necessarily need to have the big block. That's interesting. I hadn't realised that about this stamp. So those of you who are interested in purchasing this, you do not need to have the F block. You only need the E block as it fits. So I'm just going to stamp up or ink up rather, the top section. I'm deliberately missing out the thank you because I don't need it. I'm just going to stamp those in a row. Like so. Ooh, we're writing poetry tonight, guys. In a row, like so. Turn the paper around. And do it, not parallel, is it perpendicular? Is that the right word? I don't know. I need to have a Google what that means. It just sounds like the right sort of word to use. I'm sure you'll all let me know if I'm using the wrong term. Not non-aligned, basically. Not aligned, misaligned. Hi Christine, yay, lovely to see you. Hi Bob, hi Sally, hi Sally Joyner, nice to see you. Who else has come? All right, so there we go. We've got that happening there. I like it. Then I did still have Quiet Meadow on my desk from yesterday, so I thought it might be fun to use that. I'm just going to see what block fell down the back of my desk. Oh, maybe it wasn't a block. It was a brush. Okay. Right, I'm going to sit down now. I'm going to test out my foot warmer. There we go, that's a bit better. Now my glasses are got something on them. Bear with. I can't cope when my glasses are dirty. I feel like I'm going all dizzy or something. Who's that? Deborah from Australia. Hi, Deborah Field. Welcome. Now, I'm going to use this deliberately the wrong way round. I'm going to use it like that instead. It will all make sense in a moment, I promise. Well, I shouldn't promise that actually, because it might not make any sense to you. Makes sense to me because I know what I'm doing, but I think I know what I want as the outcome. Hi, Karen Emery. Hi, Andrea. Lovely to see you. All right. Okay, I'm happy with that so far. Now comes the moment of the heat embossing. So before I use my Versamark, I just want to make sure this ink is completely dry, so bear with. Do you mean the stamp is upside down? No, I've stamped it sideways. So normally you would stamp it on your design like that, but I've turned it 90 degrees. So to read it, you'd have to turn your head, basically. So my plan is to actually make slim line cards. That's the idea. But, you know, it might be that I decide not to do slim lines. I might do something else. So that might be the right way around. Hi, Bonnie. Right, and then before I get my Versamark out, I also am just going to use the embossing buddy. Just to make sure the whole piece of paper is nice and dry and clean. Oh, it started to rain outside. I don't know if you can hear the rain. Now, I haven't quite decided what colour embossing powder to use. It's not going to be white, but I'm wondering whether to use either silver or gold. I think I might go with the silver. I'll go with silver for now, and then... Okay, right, so this is going to be my... Or shall I use this one? I'm trying to use up some of the grid paper that I've used for workshops recently, so... Right, so I'm going to get my Versamark ink, like so. And what I'm going to do is just stroke it up and down across my page. All right, so I'm just gonna do brush strokes with it, and I'm going to just turn it as I do that, because I imagine that the Versamark is kind of like on an ink pad, would going to start to run out a little bit. So I'm just brushing up and down, and then I'm just going to put some ink across the bottom like that. And then I think I'm going to do some across there like so. So quite a lot of embossing powder is going to be used for this process. Then I'm going to just try and get that dimensional paper off. Right. Then start at the top. You're all still with me. You're not all thinking, what is she doing? Right, and then gently pull that down. Okay, now I didn't want it to be so sort of strokey there, so I'm going to get my brush. Oh, now where's my... I wanted to use the brush that comes with my embossing kit, but failing that, I'm going to use this one. This is one of the aqua painters, but this is dry. So I just want to cut into this shape a little bit. I don't want it to be as blocky, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna do that. Just tapping from the back just to loosen any powder that's not meant to be there. I'm just going to keep sweeping my brush through. Sorry, does that make sense? I'm just going to try and loosen some. Hi Joyce Gillespie. Hi Janine. All right, I'm going to stop there. Tidy this away. Now this is a very important process, so I'm not going to apologise for just taking my time, just tidying this away, because you do not want to waste any of this powder. There's still plenty left in the pot. All right. Hi Lorraine. So I'm going to start at one end so I can be quite systematic in applying the heat. I'm just going to remove, I can just see there's some fingerprint powders. Now when you put on this sort of level of embossing powder, it is a little bit easier to see once it's melted. Sometimes when I use embossing powder, it's a little bit harder to figure out, but this is a bit more obvious. You can see that change happening, can't you? And as the heat gun heats up, it also, the process is a bit quicker as well. Just thought actually this heat gun's warming me up as well. Hi Cindy. Yes, it is quite late here, Elaine. So thank you for watching this on the replay. I know not everyone can get to watch my lives because of the timings. So I do really appreciate it when you come back in and watch later on. It's fab, isn't it, Lorraine? All right, so now I think I might cut it up because there's additional embellishing that I want to show you. And so I'm going to cut off 0.5 centimetre from the bottom. Oh, that wasn't very good cutting, Ruth. Oh, start again. I'm going to cut off a centimetre now. That was a bit odd. Unless the cardstock's wrong. No, it was me. Right, so go to 20. I think it must have moved once I put it down. That's better. Look how much I was out. Oops. Right. So these are I'm gonna make. Oh, actually, if I make, let's do 4. So I'm going to cut this at 6.5 centimeters, which is about 2.5 inches. So these are going to be really slim lines. And a bit left over for another day. Actually, I'm wondering whether to double mount them. No, I've got time. All right, so now this is what I want to do for the embellishing. I've got a few different products here. I've got the Enamel Effects Basics. I've got some of these gems. We don't have anything in the way of glitter at the moment, but we do have sequins. Oops. These. We do have. I thought I had another pack of sequins. Yes, I do. Are these current? I think these are current, aren't they? The sparkle and shine sequins and the subtle shimmer sequins. Those are current. I've got the Snowball Puff Accents. Now, dare I use that? Ooh, yeah, I might do. And then we also have this product here, which is the fine tip glue pen. So just bear with a sec, I've just had a notification. No, that's not for me. All right, so I haven't thought this part through completely. All I know is that I'm just going to throw everything at it and hope for the best. Right, so I will have another attempt at this snow stuff, but I'm just going to use it sparingly. So let's just do a little bit of dottage or something. So I'm just gonna, and I don't know how it's going to react with the silver, so I'm going to experiment, guys. So you don't have to, because if it all ends up in a complete mess, then you know not to do it. All right, up there. Now, so for this to work, you need to heat it. Gosh, it's really quite reflective, isn't it? Sorry, I hadn't realised how reflective it was. Oh no, I was meant, did I shake that? I was meant to shake it. Oh, it's doing its thing. I'll be interested to see how it reacts on the embossing. Oh, it's doing some weird stuff. Ah, now I'll tell you one product I haven't got out here, texture paste. Now I think I can get my hands on it, which I might do in a second. So yes, the idea is sort of to create a wintry sort of effect. All right, okay. Go with that. Now, the other thing I wanted to have a go at doing was using this enamel stuff. I might just try it on a different piece for now. And almost using it as a paint. So I'm going to just lob some of that on and just do that with it. Oh, yeah. See how that's sort of working as a paint? Okay, that's one experiment. Now I'm wondering whether to try it with the black. If I could put my hand on it. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Let's try it with black. It does give me the heebie-jeebies sometimes a bit. Yeah, Jodie, you're right. That puffy stuff. I think it was because the first time I ever used it, I just did like a polka dot formation. Oh, and it just reminded me of a skin condition. Did not like it. All right, so that's the black. Do you think I should try it in the red? What do you think? I need to clean this off though. I would suggest you clean off your brush as soon as you can, because that stuff does dry very hard. So yes, that's right, Elaine. Yeah, so 7 PM for me is 11 AM for you. Yeah, I'm ahead of you. I'm ahead in time. All right. Now, it just so happens I actually have a little bit of water in this, so I'm just going to give it bit of a squeeze. And oh dear, come on. Although I think it might have been in here for too long. Oh, it doesn't want to come out. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's not meant to come off, is it? Where is it? Oh, I'm a bit confused. It just wouldn't twist then. Have I got that? Oh, I've been squeezing it the wrong direction. That's clever, Ruth. Right, I've got to pop that back in there now. There we go. Right, just wasn't kind of squeezing through. I think it just needs a bit of a wash. All right, I'll stop playing with that now. So that was the pearlized paint spread on like it was paint. But now what I want to do is use it more like a kind of glue. So I'll set these aside for a second to let them dry. And I'll come back to the snowball one. And I was thinking of being quite liberal with this now. And popping some sequins now on here. So the lady I saw used some different products to me. So I'm just kind of trying to emulate what she did, but using some Stampin' Up products. So here we've got the beads, and I'm kind of trying to pick up the smaller ones. Right, let's get you guys in a bit so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So I'm just popping some of those tiny beads from this Effervescent Elements just onto there. Where they're rolling, they didn't roll onto the actual paint. I'm making sure that they are on the paint. Right, make sure they're all on. Okay, they're stuck. And shall we get a few of these lovely sparkle and shine sequins? Pop some of these on. Oh, they've all stuck on. Okay. Oh no, your rogue star. On you go. There we go. Right. Well, they're sticking on nicely. So I'm quite happy with that. And then I guess if I want to do some little sequins dotted around, this is the fine tip glue pen. Recently had to get myself a new one. And this is particularly good for if you're wanting just to put little individual sequins and such on. Go for the blue one. Let's see what we've got in here. Where's my pick tool? Now I do find with these, because some of these have got some half pearls in them, it's a bit easier to put some in a tub and use them that way. Now I've got to figure out where I put my glue. There it is. Oh, come on, if you come. Yep, there we go, stuck. A sequin on there. And oh, these lovely blue hexagons. Very cute. And then if you do miss one, a little blob of glue, it doesn't actually matter because the glue will dry solid and it will just look like a little raindrop. So I have used this glue to create faux raindrops before. So turn that around. Now my paper is curling up a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about that too much because when it's all dried and I want to stick it onto a card base, the card base that I stick it to will help keep it all nice and flat. So you've got a little hint of the floral coming through in the background there. And then you've got all this fabulous texture. Now, it might be that you don't like this design, but you can take elements of it and, you know, have a little bit of a play with it, really. So, as I said, this glue is great for if you just want to do some drops as well. Look, see, I'm just doing some little raindrops. It's like dotted everywhere. Is Glimmer on here? See? Look, little raindrops. Hi, Caroline. Right, so let's move on. I'm going to leave that there to dry. So this is the one that I painted with initially with the pearlized stuff. And what could I do with this one? I wanted maybe to have a floral design on here and maybe have some leaves sticking out. Oh, I know what, I've got that lovely new Glimmer paper that's in the mini catalogue. Oh, bear with. Oh, sorry, I should have got it out earlier. Oh, what about some vellum? Right, I'm going to get the vellum out. And where's that Glimmer paper? So in the mini, there's green. Oh, I found it. But I am intrigued with the vellum as well. Should cut something out with that. I'm going to cut a daisy. 2 daisies, in fact. 1, 2. Oh, yes. Right, got this gorgeous stuff here. And I'm just going to cut some of these little sprigs. Because I don't want the big, I don't think I need the big leaf this time. And can you see I'm actually missing out some of the stem because I don't think I need it. There we go. Right, going to use a bit of this glue to stick this down. Right, stay, stay, stay. Okay. Ooh, get a bit Tombow. Maybe I should have got Tombow to do that first anyway, because it's a different type of glue. Right, just going to lift you up there, lift the petals up, just to pop these underneath. Let's lift you up. I feel like I'm exposing my poor flower. Sorry, I haven't looked up to read comments. I'll be with you in a sec. Right. Hi, Glenna. Hi, Nicole. It would make a stunning triptych. Oh, Nicole, what a great idea. Ooh, I might just have to do that. Welcome, by the way, Nicole. Don't think I've seen you on my lives before. Hiya, Paula. You made another live, yes. Right, that's all good. Oh, ooh, shall I be a bit exuberant and put a little sequin on these, the tops of these? Got in here. Not exuberant, decadent. That's the word I wanted. No, not silver. Let's go for these pearlized ones. Now you do need to be a little bit delicate of hand to do this type of work. So I apologise to any folks who struggle with keeping their hands still. You may find this rather tricky. So get a friend to do it. I know not everyone has as steady hands as I do, so that's where the tools are useful, if you find that. Oh no, I want a bigger one. There it is. And then this is where I flick the tool round and I use the pointy end, because sometimes I find that this end is too sticky and it almost removes things. So that's when I use the pointy end, and make sure the pointy end is not sticky as well, because sometimes the pointy end gets sticky. So there we go. Right, I'm happy with my sequence. Now what I want to do is use, oh, the black. We'll go back to the black, and I'm going to do a big dollop of this stuff in the middle. Now I did show you how to do this a few months back, or a couple of months back, how to make a really fabulous centre. So I'm going to do that again. Just going to drop these beads into the middle of there. Oh, they're wanting to roll around a bit, these. And then once you drop them in, you have to kind of give them a little bit of a nudge in, like that. And you need to stop them escaping, because they all want to roll around your desk. There we go. Nudge, nudge. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Is that just a British thing? Now these little beads are iridescent, or as I would call them in the beading world, we call these AB coated. Aurora Borealis coated, so they have a coating on them that basically means that they reflect any colours that anywhere near, they reflect those colours. So you know how petrol spills on a floor will reflect colours? That's the same science. Okay. Yes, so you get 3. Now these sequins here, you get 3 in a pack. And I know of people who have actually bought some between them and they're going to split them. So, right, I think I'm happy with that. I think I might just do the odd little bit of dottage with the black squeezy stuff. So again, this stuff is available in a pack of 3. You get the black, the white and the red. And okay, oh, did I used blue last time? I think go for a little bit of this. Oh, there's some there's in all the packs there's like pearls and there's a little bit of like sparkly ones, and then there's obviously some pink ones in this one, but if you don't want to use the pink ones, that's fine, you can use something else. Right, let's have, I don't know quite what I'm going to do, but I'm having fun. That's what I'm doing, everybody. I'm having a lot of fun, I have to say. Oh, now I've got to be careful. Oh, now where's my picky tool? Get me other picky tool. Oh, I just saw you a minute ago. There you are. Right, because oh look, there's 2 sequins there. I've got to be careful not to touch the black metallic stuff that I've put down. I'm trying to go for the sparkly ones. Oh, there's one. There we go. You know, when we talk about giving cards to people and we think, please don't throw me away. I think, now I saw a stamp recently that said something like, please don't throw me away. You'd be like, do you know how many hours it took me to stick those sequins on? Do you have any idea? No, behave. You get sequins that don't want to behave. Stay. Right, one more to go. Okay. Stick it there. Yeah, so as I said, there's some sort of pearls and all sorts of fun stuff in there. Let's see. No, I won't go for a pearl. I haven't put pearls on this one at all, so I'll leave that. There we go. So that all that faffing with the embossing powder and everything was to create a lovely backdrop for some nice flowers. Oh, happy birthday, Joanna. Oh, lovely. Oh, hi, Janice. Right, so put that aside for a second. Oh no, that is the one that I painted the white on. There's me going, oh, I'll put some black, but no, that's the black one. Sorry. Okay, so in case I've confused anybody, this is the one that I spread. I don't know if you can see the brush strokes. The white, this one, the pearlized. I brushed that on this one. Right, so this is the one with the black. So, Oh, what should we do for this one? Now, let me have a look at that. So I do have some vellum with some black script on. That might be fun. So this time we'll go for some different flowers. Go for these ones. Let's get the camera up a little bit. So I have a couple of those. And I'll quickly glue those together. And while those are gluing, I'm going to go and, or sticking or whatever, I'm going to see what I can find in the glimmer for this to be nice and dramatic. So I'm just using my thumbnails to curl the flowers. Right, that's one. That's two. Okay. Now, where did I put the glimmer? I've gone far. So I have here some green. And some. Oh, the gold looks nice and dramatic. Never been used before. It's a night of firsts. Come on, punch through. Behave yourself. You do need a strong hand for this one. Now, it is actually easier to punch them out that way and push down. I just wanted to see where I was punching out of. So, all right. Now you can colour in the glimmer paper with an alcohol pen, the Stampin blends, if you so wish. I'm wondering whether to give it a little bit of a brush over with not quite dark basic black, but light basic black. Let me see if I've got much ink in this. Oh, right. So let's see if this works. Oh, take care, Caroline. Hi, Reet. Oh, you can fall asleep to the dulcet tones of my voice, Reet. Reet, I was meant to send you a message and I can't remember if I actually sent it or not. Did I? If I didn't, I will message you after. So I'm just colouring in the stem up to the beginning of the leaf because I just wanted to. I just think it makes it look a bit more interesting. I'm going to remove the stems because they're bugging me a bit. Now these look like they need a little bit of black on the edges of them. basic grey. Just gonna brush these through some basic grey, because I just feel that the edges are not very defined. That's better. Oh, Sharon, what happened? Crafting was massive water damage. Oh, bless you. Were you able to rescue some of your products, Sharon? Hey, Janine. Yes, now who is in the storm at the moment? I know a few of you are. Oh, you're going to Forteventura. Nice, Joanna. Have a fabulous time. Right, I'm just going to have to hold these for a few seconds. Oh, Reet, what happened to you? Oh, that sounds awful. Right, so I've got those on. Now, I did cut out some of the little these. So I feel that I need to have a little bit of more definition between the flower and the silver behind. It's like you can't really see the flowers very well. So I'm going to pop these in as well. Lift up the petals, stick that in. Put blue there. Lift up the petals. There we go. Now there should be one more. Who is? There we go. Right, so this was the one that had the black painted on it. And I'm wondering whether to go for, this time I'm going to go for my fine tip glue pen, and I'm going to just squeeze some blobs of glue in there. Now this is going to take all night to dry. That's okay. And if when you do order the fine tip glue pen, please be aware that the lid comes with a pin. That when you're not using it, ideally you should be putting that back in. Oh my goodness, you see, the last time I had one of these, my eyesight was way better than it is now. Ooh, come on, in you go. Right, that's it. Right, I think I should go for a bit for some blue ones. I don't know whether just to drop some blue ones or oh, I just don't know. Or maybe I'll go for some of these and then see what they're like tomorrow when it's dried, because I've not used the fine tip glue pen for doing this technique before. Ooh, it kind of spreads out way more than the other stuff does. Ooh, okay. Ooh, it's like really rolling around. Oh, and it goes flat. Oh, that's interesting. So with the pearlized stuff, it tends to hold its shape a bit more, but with the fine tip glue pen, as you drop the beads in, it kind of like spreads out. Oh, that's going to be interesting to look at in the morning. I will come on live tomorrow, and whatever project I do, I will show you the results of this. Now, I fancy putting just the odd gold thing about the place. So, close that. So this is taking much longer than I anticipated. Sorry about that. But anyway, it's fun. It's fun. We're having lots of fun. So let's just maybe have 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm going to regret doing this. Right, come on, Ruth, you can do this. I'm almost having to feel my way into the eyelet now. Right, let's get some gold on here. So it's these little gold ones that I want to put on. And as I said, because if you just were to leave those fine tip glue pen blobs on their own, they would look absolutely fine. So even though once these sequins are on that you are going to still see the glue underneath, it's absolutely fine because the glue in itself is like a feature. Oh, it's got a bubble in it that needs bursting. Okay, move you down a bit. Okay. It's actually easier to pick up now that there's a little bit of glue on the tip. It just sort of picks up the gold sequins. Oh, I think we need some up here as well. Right, open again. Maybe I shouldn't bother. Put 1, 2 there. 1 there. Maybe a couple there. Maybe there. Okay. So I wasn't quite finished. Oh, I need to find some more gold ones now. Come on. Right, gold. And there's another one. Is that gold or silver? Oh, that's gold. Okay, we can go there. And there's one more up there. That is very pleasing. Now, when you put this for drying, you do need to make sure you dry it flat. All right. So, oh, no, night, Bonnie. I had no luck with that fine tip glue. You clogged up 2 of them. Oh, yeah, you need to pop that cap back on as soon as you're done with them. So, right, I like it. Right, I'm going to put that somewhere flat. Let's have another look at this one. Oh, just put my fingers in it. Okay, don't do that. It's still drying. All right, I get the message. You're still drying. So this is the one with a bit of red on it. Could go for a gold. Ooh, what about a gold flower? Gold flowers. Do, 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 do. What about a gold daisy? Let's go. Let's make a decadent daisy. Oh, I'm doing it off screen. Oh, right. Oh, now I'll tell you what I haven't used yet is some thread. That would be fun. Or some ribbon. Right, pop that there. What about the black and white ribbon? Got some of that. The new stuff I've got. Oh, I've got the soft sea foam. No, too wispy. I've got black and white ribbon. And I've got some black and white baker's twine. It'd be nice and dramatic, wouldn't it? Now the paint is still drying, so look, it's actually holding it a little bit for me. So I may just use this as glue. Look at that. Quite happy. And then this thread I'm going to pull apart. Oh, good night, Christine. It's been a murder. It doesn't look like it, does it? Right, I'll take this apart. But... well, I'm now murdering the baker's twine. Take this apart. Right. So let's just drape this up and down. So I'm thinking, how on earth am I going to secure this? I may have to put some kind of belly band across it. Just going to loop this one. Oh, let's do a vellum belly band. Yes, because the vellum itself, because it's see-through, you're not missing out too much of the thread. And I can pop a little bit of this fine tip blue across there. And hopefully it will hold down some of these threads. Oh, I'm really enjoying this. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. This would sort of come under the term of mixed media because I'm using lots of different techniques and products here. But hopefully products that you've got something similar at home that you can experiment with. Now, you don't have to have these exact products, but if you should wish to use some of them, then please do go to my description and you can go to my shop, my Stampin' Up shop. And if you live in France, Germany, UK and the Netherlands, you can shop with me today. Now, if you live in Northern Ireland or Belgium, if you wait, just hold on 5 more days or 6 more days, you can shop with me and you can even sign up to be a demonstrator yourself. And oh dear, I've just taken that apart. So yeah. Right, so that's fun. I like that. And I think a little bit of, oh, could go for red in the middle. Let's see what happens when we put red in the middle. Good blob of red. Get my little iridescent things out. And the great thing is that the pearlescent paint on its own just makes a great centre, but by adding these, just elevates it. Okay. You have to strategically drop. Ooh. So go on. Okay, and then once it's on, you need to kind of just gently push. And your finger touches the little balls before it touches the paint. So it looks like a raspberry. Take care, Bev. Lovely to see you. Right, so let's just go back to this one. This one I feel needs a focal point on it. So maybe I could do a daisy, another daisy. Right, it's curling a little bit, so tomorrow, once everything is dry, it will be really great to stick these down onto a card base. And I still yet may double mount them. I'll see what it looks like. Oh, everything's very sticky still. Just curling my daisies up by running my nail through it like that. Oh, I think I put a bit too much glue on that. Flip that over. Right, ooh, where am I going to put you? Stick you there. So I don't really want to cover up all those lovely sequins. It just needed some kind of focal point though. And I think this time I might go for some of the bigger beads. Oh, let's go for one big one in the middle. Oh, there we go. Right. No, I think it needs a few more little ones. Maybe go for 3 big ones. 1, 2. Oh, go in. Oh, that's a bit of a wonky centre. Oh well. There we go. You see, I think this one could benefit from some extra splattage or dottage. I think I need to be a bit more specific, so I'll go with using my basic black Stampin' Right marker. Just do some extra flicking there. Oh, that's dramatic, isn't it? You see that? Put some on the tips as well. Just popping some black onto the tips of the daisies. Right, so apologies for it being it's a bit bent, this one. But as I said, once it's stuck down onto a base, it should keep its integrity there. So that was the first one. Oh, I'm just going to put my glue lid back on. Let's see what I'm doing. Ah, there we go. I think another tip I've heard is store this upside down so that it's always got the liquid part in the main bit so it doesn't dry out. Right, so this was the one where I painted the pearlized white, this one, just with a paintbrush. I blobbed it and then just swiped. So this is the pearlized white in the background. You can sort of just about see it. Then this is the one with the black in the background. A bit more gunmetal-y, a bit darker. And then this is the one with the red, which has kind of taken on a bit more of a pinky raspberry colour. Actually, I'm just thinking that would look nice with some pink sequins on it, perhaps. So anyway, I'm going to start saying goodbye. You can let me know which is your favourite, 1, 2, 3 or 4. And I don't know, tell me if you're watching this on the replay as well. Tell me what technique have you seen me do for the first time ever. I think there are probably elements of different. Sorry, what am I saying? There's techniques that I've used that I think have been done for years, just perhaps not all put together on the same piece of work that I've seen anyway. So yeah, I hope that you've been inspired. And oh, you know what, I'm just going to put some hexagons. Some hexagons. I do like them because hexagons are the bestigons. Oh, now I'm concentrating again. I'm not even looking. Number 1 is your favourite. You like them all. Number 3, they all have their own beauty. Can't wait to see the replay so I can discover the making of them. Ah, save that for the morning, read. Get some sleep. I hope you feel better soon. So you do need to have embossing powder and a heat tool for this technique, and some kind of pearlized paint. I know for those of you who have been crafters a long time, you probably do have some in your stash somewhere. Lurking around in a drawer, long forgotten. Go and get it out. And rather than just using it as kind of like a little puffy, accents, you can use it as a paint. Just paint it on. But remember to wash your brush immediately afterwards, please. I do not want to be held responsible for dried up brushes that you will complain to me about. You have been warned. There we go. Can you see that now better? Oh, now I do have some spare little leaves here. I haven't used those. Now I'm yet to see if this one, if the thread holds up, or if I need to stick some of these threads down. All right, I'm going to stop there because I could just keep going on and on and on for hours. Right, let's just check this one. No, the thread is kind of holding up quite well. But I don't think there'd be anything wrong in me just popping a little bit of glue around and about. And I think that glue will just hold it. There we go. And we'll leave that just to dry overnight and inspect it tomorrow. So thank you everybody that's given me a thumbs up. You're the best. Thank you those who do share this out onto Facebook, Pinterest and various other places. Now I have used some new techniques here. If you've got friends who perhaps you think might enjoy these, then do just send them the link to the video. If you go and make something that's inspired by this video, I'd love to see it. Please do head over to Artful Stampin Space. I've seen already somebody has printed off the C.S. Lewis quotes and stamped. You guys are so quick. And what else have I got to tell you? Yes, I have got, I'm booking classes for, I think it's class 1 in October. Get the date for that. Is that Zoom classes? Sorry, not in person, Zoom. So you can be anywhere in the world for my Zoom classes. Yeah, class 1, 18th of October. So if you're interested in learning how to stamp a whole sheet, class 1 is called Clusters and Lines, and I'm doing one on the 18th of October, 7 p.m. my time. So we've realized that if you're in Oregon or in that time zone, that's 11 a.m. your time. If you're on the eastern side of United States and Canada, it's about 5 hours behind. Thank you, Joanna. So that would be about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We haven't had daylight savings time just yet, so we haven't got to worry about that. Or daylight, not savings. The next class that I'm doing is in November, and it's the pop-up box class, which, let's see if I can find it. Is this one here. So you learn how to make this pop-up box and this gorgeous lid. Now it's all dependent, the results are all dependent on what products you have, but I will show you how to stamp a whole sheet across and also to do this pop-up mechanism, and then some techniques for shaping flowers. So that's that class. So that is on the 15th of November, that one. So thank you. Yes, email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. Yes, Joanna, you're booked into that one. Oh, and yeah, Janine's for the pop-up box one. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. It's 12:25 p.m. with you. Ah, best box ever. Oh gosh, yes, I'll never forget Barb's enjoyment of popping up her box when she realised it all worked, and she was there for ages going pop, 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 pop. Yes, now Drippy class is on the 29th of November. 29th. There we go. Right, I love these. Can I just say, I love these. Oh, I love it when a plan works. So I'm just going to say a quick goodbye. Oh my goodness, I look a bit bedraggled. Anyway, Yes, Emboss Resist is full up now, Tina. Yeah, I'm not even going to mention that one. Yeah, full up. Oh, no, that's the sign for fed up. Full up. So in the UK, British Sign Language, this is a sign for fed up. Fed up. It's full up. I'm not fed up. I'm full up. I don't know if that is the sign for full up. I've just made it up. But that's definitely, that one's definitely not. Right. Good, Glenna. This is a Glennery types card, really. There's lots of little splattage and dottage in this one. Yes, Lorraine, I could. Yes, we could do another round of fundraising for the Ukraine, actually. Yeah, I'm finding the whole situation quite overwhelming in the Ukraine, to the point where I only sort of check the news every so often. I find it very devastating. So I am aware that there's lots of work still happening in the Ukraine and support needed. So I'm happy to do another Ukraine fundraiser. Yeah, I'll look at that then and think about doing another posy class. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, a few months back when things kicked off in Ukraine, I designed a posy class, which is, yeah, that I did as a fundraiser. So thanks for asking, Lorraine. I'll have a look at that. Lots of love, everyone. Great to see you all. And I think I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, I'll be back tomorrow. Take care. Bye.